This is History Network News, and I am Billy St. Felix reporting to you from outside the Supreme Court in regards to the nationally, publicly, and controversial Dred Scott versus Sanford court dispute. The issue of the court case is whether Dred Scott, a slave, is considered a slave or a free man. Dred Scott was a slave born in Virginia in 1795. He was purchased by U.S. Army surgeon Dr. John Emerson in Missouri. After being purchased, he was taken to Fort Armstrong, which is located in Illinois, which is a free state which prohibits slavery. Scott was then sent to Fort Snelling, located in Wisconsin, which is also prohibits slavery. Scott later met his wife, in which he had a daughter with. Now, this is where things take an interesting turn in the case. Scott's owner was reassigned to Fort Jesup in Louisiana, a slave state, and there he met and married his wife, Eliza Irene Sanford. Scott's daughter was born on the Mississippi River between Iowa and Illinois, and by federal law and state law, she was born a free person. By Louisiana court law, it states that a slaveholder forfeits their right to a slave if they are brought into a free state for an extended period of time. John Emerson later died, and his wife, Eliza, inherited all his estates, including his property, including Scott and his wife and children. In 1846, Scott attempted to purchase his freedom and his family's freedom also, but Eliza Irene Emerson refused and told Scott to resort to legal actions. Scott's first attempt was dismissed on a technicality as he wasn't able to provide a witness that could verify that he was indeed a slave owned by Eliza Emerson. Scott then appealed the decision made by the Supreme Court, and Chief Justice William Scott said Scott should have just sued for his freedom for him and his family. Majority of the Supreme Court was dominated by Southerners, and they decided that Scott was not a citizen and therefore had no legal standings in court. Also stating that a slaveholder had the right to do as he pleased with their property, whether it's a free or federal territory. But we do have news that a childhood friend, Peter Blows, has helped Dred Scott through the situation with helping him pay legal fees, and also that he has purchased Scott, both him and his family, so now they are free. Reporting to you from the Supreme Court, this is Billy St. Felix. Good night, ladies and gentlemen.